Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you've ever walked away from a conversation with a girl and thought, wait, was she flirting with me or just being nice? You're definitely not alone. In today's video, we're diving into something that can honestly feel like trying to decode hieroglyphics. The secret signs a woman likes you, but doesn't want you to know. Yep, I said secret. Because sometimes a woman will absolutely be into you, but for whatever reason, fear of rejection, pride, social rules, or just plain uncertainty, she's doing her best to keep it under wraps. Before we dive into the signs, let me paint a quick picture for you. Imagine it's the 1800s. A woman spots a man she finds intriguing during a stroll through a garden. But instead of walking up and saying, "Hey, I think you're cute," she casually drops her handkerchief in front of him. That's her way of saying, "Come talk to me." That was flirting back in the day. Low risk, high reward. Now fast forward to today. The handkerchief is gone. The rules have changed, but the uncertainty still very much alive. So in this modern world where everyone's afraid of being too forward or reading the room wrong, women often give subtle clues instead of outright declarations. And if you don't know what to look for, you'll miss them, which could mean missing out on something amazing. But not today, because by the end of this video, you'll be able to spot those clues, decode the quiet signals, and understand the psychology behind why a woman might hide her feelings, even if she really, really likes you. Let's jump in. Sign number 1, she gives you more attention than necessary. The first subtle sign she likes you but is trying to hide it. She pays extra attention to you. Now, I'm not talking about her simply responding when you speak or being polite in a group setting. I'm talking about the kind of attention that goes beyond what's necessary. She remembers small things you say, like how you mentioned your sister was moving to a new city, or how your favorite snack is a weird gas station beef jerky brand. She asks follow-up questions, checks in with you about stuff you mentioned weeks ago, or laughs just a little too hard at your jokes. Why does she do this? Because she's invested. Whether she realizes it or not, she's collecting information about you, trying to understand your world. And that kind of mental energy isn't spent on someone you're just meh about. From a psychological standpoint, when we're into someone, our brains literally become more alert when they're around. It's like a radar goes off. So even when she's trying to act casual, her focus might betray her. Real talk. If she's always tuned into what you're saying, even when no one else seems to be, that's not just good manners, that's interest, and it's intentional. Sign number 2, her body language betrays her. The second hidden sign, her body is telling on her. Here's something a lot of people underestimate. Body language doesn't lie. Even if someone is trying to act cool or indifferent, their subconscious often gives them away. So what should you look for? She makes eye contact a lot, or she quickly looks away when you catch her staring. She angles her body toward you, even if she's talking to someone else. She mirrors your movements. If you lean forward, she leans forward. If you smile, she does too. She finds excuses for casual touch. Maybe she nudges you playfully, brushes something off your sleeve, or gives you those quick, light touches that feel accidental, but happen too often to be coincidence. And here's a tip. Pay attention when you're in a group setting. If her feet are pointed toward you, if her eyes find you when something funny or dramatic happens, or if she positions herself near you again and again, it's not random. She's signaling comfort, familiarity, and interest without saying a word. Sign number 3, she teases you just a little. Flirty teasing is classic, and it's one of the safest ways for a woman to test the waters without putting her heart on the line. It's playful, it's light, and when done right, it creates a rhythm between you two. Like a private inside joke only the two of you get. Now, not all teasing is created equal. There's a fine line between banter and straight-up roasting. The kind of teasing I'm talking about here is affectionate. She might poke fun at your favorite football team, joke about how much coffee you drink, or give you a nickname based on something funny you said. Why is this important? Because teasing often means comfort. It shows she feels relaxed around you, and that she's trying to create a connection that's fun and flirtatious without being too intense. But here's the catch. How you respond matters. If you can dish it back with charm and confidence, without being mean or defensive, you're not only showing you're secure, you're reinforcing that spark she's trying to test. Sign number 4, she initiates contact, even just a little. We often hear that men are supposed to make the first move. And sure, culturally, that's still the norm. But don't underestimate the power of subtle initiative. If a woman likes you but is trying not to show it, she might still initiate small forms of contact that allow her to test your interest. This could be as simple as sending you a meme that reminded me of you, starting conversations over text or DM, suggesting a group hangout where she knows you'll be, asking for your help or opinion on something she could have figured out herself. She might be doing this to get your attention without making it obvious that she wants your attention. And when you respond positively, that's when she starts to lean in a little more. Now, to be clear, if she's constantly starting convos, initiating hangouts, and keeping the communication going, it's not a coincidence. That's someone making an effort while trying to look like they're not. Sign number 5, she gets nervous or shy around you. Last but definitely not least, nervous energy. Yes, some women get flirty and bold when they're interested, but for others, attraction brings out the butterflies, literal ones. She might stumble over her words, blush when you compliment her, or get awkwardly quiet when you're nearby. Maybe she fidgets with her hair, bites her lip, or suddenly seems unsure of what to say. This isn't because she's uninterested. It's the opposite. She wants to make a good impression, and she's scared of messing it up. I've talked to women who said they purposely avoided eye contact with their crush because they were too nervous, or they acted extra confident just to cover up how anxious they felt. It's wild, right? So if you notice a girl seems more reserved, quieter, or suddenly different around you than with others, it's worth paying attention to. It could be nerves, and nerves often mean feelings. Now here's the truth. No sign on its own guarantees that she's into you. But when you see multiple signs stacking up, especially in a consistent way, odds are there's something real happening beneath the surface. And the biggest takeaway, don't always expect love to come in flashing neon lights. Sometimes it's in the lingering glance, the nervous laugh, or the question she didn't need to ask. If you see the signs and you feel the vibe, take the lead. Because you might just be one bold step away from turning a quiet crush into something amazing. If this video helped you decode the mystery just a little more, be sure to hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss future videos. Share this with a friend who needs to hear it. And hey, drop a comment if you've ever missed the signs only to realize later she was totally into you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.